Welcome back. In today's video, we're tackling a topic that can be a bit tricky but incredibly useful: how to read and understand nutrition research studies. Whether you're trying to make informed health decisions or just curious about the latest trends, knowing how to evaluate research is key. Every day, we're bombarded with headlines about new diet trends, superfoods, and health claims. But how do you know which ones are backed by science and which are just hype? That's where understanding nutrition research comes in. Research studies are the foundation of our understanding of nutrition. They help us discover what works, what doesn't, and why. But to get the full picture, you need to know how to read and interpret these studies yourself. Let's start by looking at the different types of nutrition research studies. Not all studies are created equal, and the type of study can greatly impact the strength of the evidence. 1. Observational studies. These studies observe the relationship between diet and health outcomes in large groups of people over time. They can show associations but not causation. 2. Randomized controlled trials. RCTs, considered the gold standard. RCTs randomly assign participants to different groups to test the effects of specific interventions. This type of study can establish cause and effect. 3. Meta-analyses and systematic reviews. These studies compile data from multiple studies to provide a comprehensive overview of a topic. They are highly valuable because they summarize a large body of evidence. Now that we've covered the types of studies, let's dive into how to read a research study. Here's what to look for. 1. Title and abstract. Start with the title and abstract. The title gives you a quick idea of the study's focus, while the abstract summarizes the key findings. 2. Introduction. The introduction provides background information and explains the study's objectives. It's where the researchers outline why the study is important and what they hope to discover. 3. Methodology. This section details how the study was conducted, including the design, participants, interventions, and measurements. Pay close attention to the sample size, duration, and how variables were controlled, as these factors can affect the study's validity. 4. Results. The results section presents the data collected during the study. Look for figures, tables, and statistical analysis. The results should be clear and supported by the data. 5. Discussion and conclusion. This is where the researchers interpret their findings, discuss the implications, and suggest future research. Be aware of any limitations they mention, as these can affect the strength of the conclusions. Not all studies are created equal, so it's important to evaluate the quality of the research. Here are a few things to consider. 1. Sample size. A larger sample size generally means more reliable results. 2. Control groups. Well-designed studies include control groups to compare the effects of the intervention. 3. Funding sources. Check who funded the study. Industry-funded research isn't necessarily biased, but it's worth considering. 4. Peer review. Studies published in peer-reviewed journals have been evaluated by other experts in the field, adding a layer of credibility. Understanding the results often involves interpreting statistical data. A p-value tells you whether the results are likely due to chance. A p-value of less than 0.05 usually means the results are statistically significant. Confidence intervals give a range within which the true effect is likely to fall. Narrow confidence intervals indicate more precise results. It's easy to misinterpret research, especially when it's presented in the media. Be wary of headlines that overstate the findings of a study. For example, a study might find a small association between a food and a health outcome, but that doesn't mean eating that food will definitely cause or prevent a disease. Remember, correlation does not equal causation. Just because two things are associated doesn't mean one causes the other. Reading and understanding nutrition research takes practice, but it's worth the effort. By critically evaluating studies, you can make informed decisions about your health and avoid falling for misleading claims. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. Keep learning, stay curious, and see you in the next video.